guys, welcome back to the GrinNfool Plays, and this time I'll be playing Blood Bowl 2. I've had this game for quite a while and I've played it a fair amount. I don't know if I'm going to show it too much just because it's a bit slow, I think, to watch. But they just started the beta here for the Undead team. So I figured it'd be kind of cool to show that off for you guys, so I might play a game or two. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit it yet. I might just kind of end up skipping a lot in the middle of the match and just kind of showing highlights. I think that might be a slightly better way to watch than, you know, just waiting, because a game can take about 40 minutes to play. Anyways, I've already made a team, but just so you guys can see the guys in it. Test and test. I'll real quickly kind of go through the uniforms so you can see those. And what it's showing there is a white, but we're going to the actual guys on the team here in just a second. For anyone unfamiliar with Blood Bowl, basically it's, if you took American football and placed it in the Warhammer fantasy world, basically, and then somehow suddenly all the Warhammer people started liking each other, at least enough to be willing to kill each other on the field of this stadium instead of you know, wars. So just going to do that. No, we don't want to.
Stop looking under your sofa.
Right, so here we go. The Undead here, you can see, have really, really cheap basic troops here, or players. These guys are the exact same cost. The basic differential here comes down to the you have an extra armor value on the zombie, but he moves slower, and the skeleton moves a little bit faster. He moves him at 5, which is actually a pretty decent rate. However, he only has armor 7, sort of helped by thick skull though, so he doesn't get stunned as easily, and it makes it slightly harder to to take him out of the game, even if he's getting injured a lot. Most of the time you're just going to get knocked down results instead of stunned. If you notice the extraordinary ability here, it's regeneration. Basically, it's a 50% chance on a given injury that the player will just ignore it. If the player ignores it, they go to the reserve box, so they don't immediately, you know, stay in the game, but you get them as soon as the you know, someone scores or half ends or whatever it is. But they won't get injured, which is a pretty big deal in Blood Bowl if you've played it. The game is a massive random chance game. Just, yeah, it's a lot of dice that is just crazy random. You can get frustrated quite easily if you're the kind of person who gets annoyed whenever things don't go quite according to plan. The dice or rolls, for example, like, you know, you might have double ones or something, and it happens a lot more than it might feel like it should sometimes. But it's Blood Bowl, so it's a game where you try to minimize your risk. That's how you do it. It's similar to Warhammer 40k in that regard. You can't predict necessarily what's going to happen, so you try to minimize risk. Right, so getting off track. The ghouls here are the first step up in your players. But basically, for your basic, like, linemen, your skeletons and zombies, and you can sort of pick and choose. On the team you're going to see me with, I have 2 skeletons and 2 zombies because, yeah, pretty obvious reasoning. I don't really know which I'm going to like, so I'm just going to try them both. Anyway, ghouls. So they have a really high movement allowance, especially for Undead. 7. That is, it's quite substantial. Strength 3, Agility 3, which again, if you've noticed, Agility 2 for your basic linemen, so that's pretty good. Now, if you also notice, ghouls do not have regeneration. You can also see ghouls have general and agility tree by default. The zombies just have general, same with skeletons. They both just have general trees. The ghoul, however, does come with dodge, which means he's likely going to be your ball runner most of the time, or at least kind of be your guy to just go get in the way often. But without regeneration, I mean, you can look at that as a major negative since all Undead have regeneration except for him. But,
only been built in modern stadia since the last
I mean, realistically, all it does is make him like a normal Skaven player. Like, essentially, a ghoul is like having a Skaven on your team. Like, that's basically what you have. With I think it's basically a lineman, a Skaven lineman. And while that would sound really awful for the price of 70k, he comes with dodge and he has access to agility, and he's reasonably fast, which is something the Undead just do not have. So he's a decent choice. I have 3 of them on my team. We'll see how that works out. I'm not sure yet, but anyways, like I said, he comes with dodge, which is honestly a really good early game skill. It means one of the possible ways for your guy to get knocked down is basically removed. That won't happen to them anymore, unless the opposing player has another skill, but yeah, it's a lot of rock, paper, scissors there. So we get to our next player type here. It's the wights, who are probably going to be your heavy lifters. I would look at them akin to the Bretonnians, not quite as good, but similar to the Bretonnians blitzers. That's kind of how I view these guys. They aren't quite as good as the blitzers, but they're also not as expensive, coming in at 90k instead of like 130k. But the blitzers Bretonnian blitzers are probably one of the best players in the whole game.
Got any advice for the
That said,
coach, then, Bob?
you have regeneration again, so they're not going to get injured. You also have block, and block is going to make it so, again, just like dodge, one of those dice rolls, one of those dice rolls will, be a positive for you instead of like a neutral or downside. The nice thing about block is it applies to both when you're attacking and when you're defending from getting hit. Block is useful on both sides, whereas like dodge is only useful when you're getting hit. Obviously, if you looked real quick, you do get access to the strength tree without doubles here on the wights, so that makes them your first real basher here. I would look at them, like I said, though, like the Bretonnian blitzers to an extent. I think ghouls still become your runners, whereas Bretonnians, like the blitzers, literally have to do everything while the yeomen and peasants just get in the way of the opponent. The undead don't suffer than that because they have ghouls, so your blitzers can act more like blitzers and actually fight and do, they're kind of a combination between blitzer and brawler. And with block to start off with, that's pretty much your sign that they're blitzers. The other big sign here is, which actually you're going to need to use them to fight, is access to strength. If you've noticed, nothing up till the wight has access to strength. So I have 2 of these guys on my team. They also have armor value 8, which means they're not going to immediately crumble, and regeneration, which, yeah, it's good. So here's our final guy, the mummy. He has god-awful agility, but look at that strength. He's got 5. Now, you notice you can actually have 2 mummies, so it's sort of like having 2 big guys, which, without a downside. If you can see, the mummies don't have a downside, other than 1 agility and 3 movement, so they're going to be slow for you, but because you have 2, you can actually pretty much kind of cover, leave 1 to have one side of the pitch and have 1 take care of the other side. If you also notice, mummies do not have access to general skills. That is keeping in line with most big guys. All they have access to is strength. But like I said, it departs from big guys. Most big guys have some sort of like negative ability. Well, at least 2 negative abilities. They always have loner, which means rerolls don't work for them, which is not the case here. The mummy can, of course, reroll, since there's no loner. And the mummy also does not have a sort of like negative thing like stupidity or something, where you roll the, before you can actually do something, a dice is rolled, and on a 1 or a 2, they don't do anything for that turn. They just stand there. So you don't have to worry about that with these mummies either. So I think that probably makes them the most useful big guy in the game. Like, bar none. 9 armor, 1 agility, 5 strength, and you get 2 of them. and regeneration, so even if they go down, you have a pretty good chance that they're not going to be injured. So you have Mighty Blow as well, which is going to also increase your likelihood of knocking out your opponent. These guys are going to be what really makes your team a fighty team. On the intro to the Undead, it calls them a, you know, a bashy type team. So what does that for you is going to be your mummies and wights, and then the skeletons and zombies do okay, but they're, yeah, I mean, they're basic linemen. They're nothing special. So, you know, they work, but again, they're nothing special. It's just, but they're not bad. 3 strength is fine. That's really all you need for a lineman. And at 40,000, you really don't care what happens to them. 40k is absolutely nothing. Like, it's laughable. And they don't even die easily. So they could die, and you just really don't care. One of them gets injured, you just replace them. Like, they're that expendable. They're like the Bretonian peasants. They're just there to get in the way and, you know, offer a few punches if need be, and then most of your fighting here is going to be your mummies and your wights, which you have 4 of, so that's actually a pretty substantial force on your team. That's quite powerful. Right, so I'm going to cut it here, and I'll be back with the ghastly gloves here, and we will start a game. Like I said, I'm probably going to edit to some extent, but not sure how yet. I forgot. Here's the team I'm going to be playing with here. You can see the mummies. They kind of stand out to the side. They are massive looking. You can see my 3 ghouls, 2 zombies, 2 skeletons. Other of note, Undead do not get access to a apothecary. However, the Undead get access to a necromancer for free. You don't pay. And if you read this, when an opponent with strength 4 or less is killed, you basically get a zombie once per match. But people don't die that often in Blood Bowl. They get injured, you know, sort of often, but not die. And they can't have stunty either, so it can't be things like skinks or, you know, Gretchens and things like that. So basically, it's, you know, any normal sized player that goes down that has 4 strength or less is going to give you a zombie, which is a really, I don't know how useful it is, but, you know, it's certainly not bad to be giving free players. It only helps save you money to spend on more important things. They also, in this patch, they upped the cost on team reroll. It is now always 70,000, as opposed to previously you could buy it for 50k before you purchased your team. You could buy it for 50,000, and as your team value went up, the cost of a reroll went up. But they kind of, I guess, decided that wasn't fair, since a lot of people would like try to buy 3 to 4 rerolls plus when they're cheap at 50,000 and then buy their team, whereas someone who spent most of their money on their team and then tried to pick up rerolls later and end up paying like 80 to 100,000 for a reroll. Looks like they sort of ended up opting to make that a happy medium. It's always 70k. It's gonna be harder to start certain teams now, but it'll be easier to start other teams, because certain teams really benefited from that 50,000, and other teams, they honestly, you were forced to buy more rerolls than you really needed or wanted, because at 50k it made more sense to buy that than spend an extra 20,000 on, you know, a better version of a player you wanted. Like Dark Elves suffered from this one pretty badly. Yeah, so like I said though, I'm going to go ahead and start a game, and I'll be back. So this is the intro here. I'm going to be playing against a human team, it looks like. See the close-up of the players, so I'll just sort of go through just so you can see what they look like. But normally, most of these or any more I do, I'm just going to cut this part out. But this will let you at least see what the team looks like. And I'll show you the human team too, just in case you aren't really familiar with the setup for them. Looks like they got 1 blitzer, several linemen, 3 blitzers. You can tell by the spikes. A thrower, a big guy, ogre, Wow, they maxed out on blitzers. And then more linemen. So they have a thrower, a bunch of blitzers, an ogre, and linemen. So they're going to be pretty bashy here. Alright, so the opponent gets to choose attack or defend. It looks like I am defending, so he's actually going to kick the ball to me.
Interesting to see what game they bring today.
Oh wait, no. Never mind. Alright, so let's see. How do we want to set this up? He's got an ogre. So I think we should probably not have the ghouls up there to start with. We're also going to place the wights a little bit back on the sides here. Oh, but the ghouls will still be our main flankers. I just want to pull the wights back just a touch. Skeleton, you're easier to hurt, so I'm going to move you over. We'll do that. I'm not concerned about the center of the pitch right now. Ooh. Okay, this is actually maybe where it would have paid off to have another ghoul, or yeah, not ghoul, zombie, because I actually don't want to place the skeleton next to the big guy, because with armor value 7, the big guy is going to have, mighty blow, which is going to increase the chances of penetrating this guy's armor, which we really don't want. So it looks like we may just do something like to this extent, I think. Which means we're also going to move him over. We're also going to place this skeleton up here, since he's, and we're going to leave one ghoul kind of back here as a, basically a last resort. Alright. So we're kicking off. I'm just going to kick it off. As you can see, there's some pretty massive scatters. Oh good, they get extra rerolls. Oh really? Ah! See, there you go. There's the random chance. I only had 3 of those like 30 X's out of bounds, and it lands out of bounds. If it goes out of bounds in Blood Bowl, basically the opponent can just give it to a player, which just everything in Blood Bowl is a risk. So being able to just make something a guarantee is a big deal. Like, even picking up the ball can cause you to fail. Anything you fail instantly gives the ball to the other team. So he's going to blitz my white. Yeah, he's going to push him. That's all he's going to get. The skull basically means you knock yourself down. The arrow means you can choose where to push him, relative to where the guy's hitting from. So, that was the dodge thing. So if you have dodge, you can avoid that one. But I don't. Yeah, see, right there, okay, see Bonehead? Oh, he used a reroll on that too. Whew. He actually succeeded on the loner though. Yeah, that is one of the reasons they're probably going to be the best big guy in the game. They don't do that. They're just going to get to smack the opponent up. Although he's going to get knocked. Oh no, he's after the skeleton. I was going to say, how did he find strength on him? These are level 1 teams here. But nah, yeah, there's no way that actually. If you attack an opponent with higher strength, you get red dice, which I'll demonstrate here. Now, the thing is, because he had Bonehead, he's not actually going to help his team. But if you attack him head on, obviously he defends himself. So we're going to start up here by just getting up our zombie. That will allow us to attack over here. However, this guy's a blitzer, if you see. You always want to pay attention to skills like that, because it has block. That means this is not, even though we have 2 dice, this isn't necessarily safe. This would be a lot safer, but it's still, nothing's a guarantee. Anyways, we're going to go and get up with our guys here. We have a reasonable chance here, so we're going to go here.
Likes to be well assisted.
That'll work. I'm going to follow. No, I'm going to stay. Just punch him in the face. I'll have him get up too. What do I do? Oh wait, here. Alright, let's see if we can take this guy out. We got a block on him and he doesn't have a block on us. He doesn't, but that's alright. We're actually going to follow on this one. The reason is we want to create sort of a path here for our ghoul to get over to passer here. Next up, we're gonna punch this.
There's nothing better than hitting
Oh,
someone
see
small.
right there. That's what can happen. That's essentially double ones. I really don't need my team to. Yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, that's fine. We don't actually need to knock him down. I just needed I needed my turn not to end, and that's really what you want to decide using rerolls based on. Are you okay if the turn ends? And if the answer is no, you're not okay with the turn ending, then you use the reroll. If you're okay if the turn ends, then you should go and take your chance. So what I did there is I kind of created a lane to run through with one ghoul, and then use the other one to support. Alright, so we're going to follow just to keep locked in combat here. Alright, so the ball, that was a little unlucky. The ball went straight to this guy, but he's stunned, so it's beneficial to an extent. So that's a blitzer, that's not a blitzer. I'm okay at this point if the turn ends. So we're going to take a little bit of risk here. We're going to go after this blitzer. Alright, we got a little lucky. Well, not that lucky. We were lucky not to be unlucky. Let's just go with that. Odds were in our favor that worked, but yeah, it's Blood Bowl, so never just assume it's going to work, guys. Alright, so I can't actually blitz now, but we're going to still get this ghoul over here. Alright, and then we'll go to what I consider one of the worst chances here to succeed, which is zombie versus the blitzer here. So we got that, so we got a little lucky there too. It's alright. Now, I say lucky, again, it's not lucky, but you should always feel lucky when things work out in Blood Bowl. I'm telling you. You always feel lucky when things work in Blood Bowl. But the odds were in our favor in all of those blocks. We did have the odds in our favor. I just sort of, you want to make sure oh my god, oh that's not lucky at all for him. Holy crap. Okay, well, we dodged. So right there is dodge paying off for us. Well, he did get lucky because he used reroll on Bonehead with Loner, so he probably shouldn't have succeeded with that, but that's okay. It sort of makes up for his brutal unluckiness. Alright, so you see right there how he failed something? It instantly makes it my turn. Now the opponent probably had other things he wanted to do, but he used that Loner reroll here for the Ogre. That was probably a bad idea. Because you have to do it, you have to pass the Loner roll to even use the reroll, and if you fail, you still use the reroll. Other downside to that is if you were to use the once you've used a reroll on a given turn, you can't use it again. So even though this was unfortunate, he had no option to try again. So he just straight up lost. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with our mummy trying to knock this ball loose. Didn't quite get it. That's alright. We're going to push him that way. Follow. Alright, we only have a one dice block here. What do we want to do? Nah. See, that's the one other issue with the Undead is you have a very low chance to actually dodge out because your agility sucks. Alright, we're going to try this. This is not the best. Oh, yeah, see, we're going to use our reroll here too. We got double bad stuff. And we, again, because we have the ball carrier in a bad spot, we kind of need to try that. Okay, this guy does not have block, but he's also... The other thing you want to do is not only prioritize where your best chances are, but prioritize where your the important blocks are. So I did that first because I needed to get a two dice block here. However, I had to use my reroll, which was very unfortunate for me. Because this could, yeah. See, I got to push. He's got a bit lucky here too, because Yeah, because of the fact that this guy has made it through two dice blocks and not managed to get knocked down. He doesn't have any defensive abilities. So we're gonna now blitz with his zombie, which is absolutely hilarious looking. Alright, we finally got him down, guys. Alright, we're follow. Alright. Good job, zombie. Good job. Your credit to the team. Alright, I'm actually gonna go ahead and try for a dodge. I don't know if I want to go for a pickup. So, to that end, let's actually start... Oh god. Well. I've talked too much. Alright, so knocked him down. Alright, the last second, we'll see if this ghoul can manage to make this work. Ooh! We got out of there. Okay, guys. Alright, that was good for us. Now notice, now in fairness, that would have been the last thing I did, but well, no, it wouldn't have, because these two blocks were less important than this, but I spent too much time talking, so we missed some chances. Ooh. Well, there's the dodge, not working for you. There's a reroll. Alright, he got out of there this time, though. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay. Alright, that's really good for us.
For every pair I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my...
That's really good for us. We'll probably be able to score here if we want. Yeah, I say that, but I've got to make a dodge to score. I have a 67%, but I do. It's an instant reroll because he has dodge. So I don't. I'm not. There's no. Don't pass it. Come on now. Why would I pass? All right. So we should probably take this chance to try. I won't be able to reroll this guy, so we're just going to try to shove this guy off. All right. Alright, so... Oh, this isn't what I want. I'm trying to think the best way to set this up. Because he wants... Oh, okay. So if I go here, I think we'll be okay. Dodge? Oh, shit. I have to dodge. No, don't dodge. We're undead, we don't dodge. Simply ghouls, apparently. Yeah, so basically, if we do this, we're looking at an 83% go for it, which is basically on a 1. And then we have a 2 dice block to get him off. So it's going to be essentially the same chance as this guy just running in for the end zone. There's no blocks here that are important or safe, so we're actually just going to go for it to end this. Alright, we got it. But that's what I'm talking about with minimizing your risk in Blood Bowl. I knew I wasn't going to have to use a reroll. Even if I failed, like, I wouldn't have... That was an interesting celebration. He, like, taxed the camera. Yeah, generic cheerleaders. But yeah, you always minimize risk. I would have got a reroll, so I knew if I made that dodge, I wouldn't have to use a reroll, and I still would have several turns to make it count. We're going to stick with the same setup. Opponent will move a little bit. He's not the same setup for him. We're going to do this again. Hopefully we can not get it out of bounds this time. Oh, we get a free turn. Excellent. We get a blitz, essentially. But they're not in attack zone. So basically my wights can go do something. That's a block. Alright, well unfortunately all he has is his blitzers up front, so and I really don't want to place the wights next to the big guy. It's just not advantageous to me. However, we could do this. we can shove the skeleton in here. That'll guarantee our higher block dice. And we'll go for an early blitz. Looks like they might just... that's unfortunate. I'm not using reroll for that though. We both have blocks, so there's no way that's going to end negatively. We're just... Essentially what we're doing here is we're just tying up our opponent. So that he's not going to be able to do anything too crazy. And we're also going to move our ghoul into a safer spot. This ghoul, you can see it's very likely the ball's going to bounce out of bounds because it's landed there. I've got 2 unlucky kickoffs. And then I'm going to move, since I don't want to go too crazy here, so we're just going to move up there. We're kind of going to use the ghouls as a way to reinforce our lines. Alright, so yeah, there he goes, it bounced out of bounds. Unlucky kickoffs twice in a row, guys. Like, all these spaces that could have landed in based on those arrows. And nope, lanes are like the only spots that could possibly be bad. Oh. But, yeah, that's Blood Bowl. You have to be willing to accept some stuff like that. It's just, it's the way the game is. Alright, now we got... Alright, he's going to go for a blitz on my white, but he's blitzing with a non-block guy, which is a poor choice. You should always blitz with your blitzers, or at least someone who has block, unless you really don't have another choice. Like, earlier you saw me blitz with a zombie, but I was kind of out of options at that point to try to knock down the ball carrier. What he's trying to do here is he's trying to do... Uh-oh. Injured. He missed his next game, okay. Apparently I failed my regeneration roll. That's alright. It's a zombie. We don't care if he misses the next game. And that's exactly why you place your zombies, or your cheap guys, next to their big guys. Because you really don't want to have to care what happens to them. Alright, so if I knock him out, this guy's going to get a strength boost. So we're going to go for this here. Although... Yeah, see, I only get currently 1 here, and we want to try to keep this ghoul free to run in, so we're going to try for this. Right, as to what this guy's doing, he's basically surrounding the ball carrier, and in the game it's basically referred to as building a cage. And the reason that's beneficial is it makes it hard for the opponent to actually get in and hurt the ball carrier without getting, penalized by a lot of buffs to your opponent here. Oh, man. Come on. Would have been nice. Alright, we will stay. We're going to probably come in to try to foul their big guy here in a sec.
The same size as his entire opponent.
We'll follow out him. The mummy can be in the range of the big guy. He's got 9 armor. It's probably actually not the best choice to try to foul. I'm only going to get a 20% chance to foul him, which is bad. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get too much going here. This guy's a blitzer, so we're going to open up here with the guy with block.
Attacker has an assist.
Yeah. Not what I wanted. I will push and follow this time, though. Yeah, we'll try with this. Actually, hold on. Let's see if we can... Ooh, we're doing a blitz. Okay. Shit. What do I want to do here? It's not a good blitz, though, because we have a go for it involved, which is just usually negative. Yeah, let's try for this first.
Come on, guys. Together.
Alright, we're following up. This will actually free up our white for next turn as well. We still go for it. I was hoping we could make this corner a little better. Excuse me, guys. Right, so I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I don't really have a good choice. So I think our best call right now is to just stay out of their tackle zones for the most part, and try to take advantage here and the one guy on the outside with our white.
If the player is pushed here, it will finish in the public. And in general, fans are much more dangerous
we'll follow
than
that.
players.
Punched in the face. Alright, and then we're gonna stay out of the tackle box here. Just leave it like that. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Let's see here what's going on. Alright, so the reason I probably didn't explain the way blocking works. So if you notice, they all have a strength and a strength rating. Well, oh, that was lucky for him.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent
But yeah, the way strength works, you can see he's strength 5. If you have more strength than your opponent, then you get 2 dice to block. If you have equal strength, it's 1 dice. And if you try to block someone stronger than you, then you get 2 red dice, and the opponent gets to choose the result between the dice. Oh, stunned instead of injured. He would have been injured there. Because we got an 8. 8 is usually injury. The other, yeah, that more or less decides. So we're just going to have the zombie get back up. We don't actually intend to do anything with him. He's just going to stand there and keep the ogre happy. Give him something to punch. Oh, right. Also, the way you can modify your rolls, I'm going to pause here so I don't overkill my time here. If you have a friend nearby and they aren't in another opponent's tackle zone, they will add 1 to the strength of your the guy trying to block. In which case, if you see here, the white can actually block the ogre with 2 dice, even though he's strength 5. So we're actually going to do that because getting rid of the ogre would be nice. We got rid of him. Just push him over here. We're actually going to stay. Down he goes. Oh! It's a good thing he had a thick skull, because he would have been out. Yeah, lucky for him, I guess. Not so much for me. Alright, this guy doesn't actually have a block skill, so we'll do that. Push him this way. And we're going to follow. Mostly because it ties him up. So, the opponent we're looking at only has 3 turns to try to get the ball into the end zone for him. It's not a great likelihood of that happening. So we're gonna spend our blitz here on our mummy. We're gonna succeed, it looks like. We're gonna shove this guy over there and follow. This will put the ball carrier in our tackle zone, which makes it a lot harder for him to get away. We're also going to lock. Actually, what do I want to do? We have choices. We have choices, guys. If we go up here. Alright, let's do that too. Then this guy won't be able to move to help. This is where trying to keep people in your tackle zone helps. They're going to have to try to force we're trying to force 1 dice blocks basically for our opponent. Let's sacrifice the skeleton here. And then we will place the white. Actually it may have been a bad choice. Because this guy's going to get up and that'll offer an extra strength. I may have made a mistake here, guys. That's alright though. I'm not that concerned about it. So the white will get up and just... Basically we're just trying to make it so that this guy doesn't get help. And we're finished with a single 1 dice block because... whatever. We failed the block, but that's alright. Again, it was one of the final things we were doing was this block and then this block, and that was it for our turn, so we didn't care if we failed that roll. Oftentimes, I think newer players are tempted to be like, oh, I failed something, re-roll. That's a big mistake. If it doesn't matter, don't re-roll. If you don't care if you end your turn. See right there's a 2 dice block. He got, luckily he has blitz, but he got a bit lucky. He could have easily got a skull here. So we're just going to opt with the block, because it won't actually move me. the actual tackle, he could push me over here out of the way. If I just get blocked, I fall in front of him, which means this guy can't follow, which keeps him blocked in here. So he'd have to. So the only way he can continue on is this way, which is towards the guys. So, again, you can still pick the most beneficial thing, and that was the most beneficial. I don't know why he didn't get this guy at first. If he'd got this guy at first, he would have got a 2-dice block. So it's very possible he scores here. I was kind of hoping he would get, you know, a single skull. And that's the issue with double red dice blocking. It just takes a single skull, and your opponent instantly drops you. Or, you know, your opponent can pick a push. A push would have been a big deal there, too. So we have the problem now of not having anyone in a good position to take out this ball carrier. So I believe what we're going to do... Yeah, we can go that way, and by pushing him we can choose between these 3 spots. The most beneficial one would be here. So we are going to move into there. Go, zombie. Go.
Defensive pressure gathering.
Alright, so this is the most important one, so we're going to open up with this. It's not... I mean, I have decent chances he should go down, but you never know. Alright, so we took him down. We're follow. Okay. That's not quite what I wanted. Alright, let's have our big guy try to take out this. Succeed, that's good. We are going to follow. Oh, nice. KO. So that's the result that would have resulted in him being injured before, but stunned from thick skull that you saw of him. Alright, now we're going to do the white. Good. We will follow that. What we're trying to do is free up this skeleton here. Let's get our mummy up. Get him up. So, we're going to go for a dodge here and try to see if we can get in a position to score. Alright, got the dodge. Failed to pick it up. I'm not going to use the reroll here. It's mostly because we don't need to, honestly. The reroll's an unnecessary thing right now. I mean, oh, nice. So there's... That's right there why you don't use... Oof. It's an interesting series there. A 1, then a 4, then a 1. Ooh, yeah, and that's exactly why you don't use a reroll. This guy not getting up would not have ended his turn. A failed roll on stupidity or bonehead and things like that do not end your turn. And oftentimes I think people, they don't respect the fact that it wouldn't be a big deal. I shouldn't have done that. Now he can get up. It's only 50% pickup though, because it landed in his tackle zone. Uh-oh. What can we do here? What can we do to fix this problem for us, guys? So going for it. That's not what I want. Well, let's start here.
That one's got fists bigger than heads.
Okay, well nothing's gonna happen. So, that's alright. He's got 1 turn to pick this up and run, so it's not good. We had a minor chance. If we had picked this up, got to here, and thrown a pass, and then ran in, we could have scored. but the odds of that were probably like 1 in 100. So, yeah, we had a potential way, but I was trying to get this up to a 66% chance instead of a 50% chance to pick up the ball, and this was actually a higher chance than picking up the ball, and I failed that. So, oh well. We probably could have used our reroll there, but I'm gonna kind of save it for this round, expecting to try to do some bashing. No, not the skeleton. And down our skeleton goes. Stunned. Stunned. So our mummy's in an unfortunate position here. He's surrounded by blitzers, and the mummy does not have block. The only chance we actually had to score just got knocked out. Yeah, we had a chance to pick up the ball, run up, have this guy run up here, and then throw a pass to him. But obviously that's not going to happen at this point. So we're just going to do some punching and see what happens here. We're certainly going to follow. Probably going to try to injure that guy since he's their thrower. Not going to really do too much other than get up, so we're just get up. And, yeah, he doesn't have another turn here, so. We'll go for this before we try the injury. That's alright. Not quite what I wanted. I was hoping to get a knockdown, then I'd get this guy up and try to blitz here, but oh well. It's all good. And either of these ghouls are the ones who scored, so I can use either one to try to injure. Alright, see if we can get a foul. Oh, we got an injury. Nice. It was worth it. This next game, not quite as worth it. Alright, do we get sent off? Oh, we got away with it too, guys. Excellent. Take that, sportsmanship. I don't really have anything else to do. This isn't... It's not really worth me risking a 2-dice block here. I could get up here, and I might be able to get a 1-dice block, so we'll try that. That's the last thing I can really do. Yeah, may as well use the reroll, since we get new ones at half. And we're going to push them over. And we can just stay, because we don't need to just punch them in the face. Alright, that is going to do it. Brings us to halftime. Let's grab the zombies. It's like locked. By the time they get to the locker room, halftime's over. Alright, so more or less even. Ah, darn. Yeah, now we're definitely even. I was hoping we could get a little lucky there and the guy would stay knocked out. So the way knockout guys work, if you're new to this, alright, so I get to go first here.
And collected. They'll be kicking the ball back to the winning team again.
Alright, so we need to get our ghouls off the front line. In fact, we're going to place our ghouls back here. The skeletons, specifically zombies. Where's my other zombie? Oh, that's right, he's the injured guy. Darn. Right, so like I was saying, the way knocked out works is the guy is out and you have a small chance to wake up. I think it's a 50-50 shot. And then they can wake up. Yeah, right here actually. 50-50 shot to get up. And if they wake up, they get to rejoin the game. If you're injured, you're just out for the game. Better. Nah, darn. No, come back here. Right, so let's get our ghoul off the line here. We're going to place this skeleton up here. We'll see if we can get that lineman down from that. And we will place our wight right there. No. Stupid switching sometimes. Like, unfortunately, because we're down a player, we don't have someone else over here to fill this gap. So they're going to be able to sort of blitz through it. But, oh well.
Do you miss the old days?
Alright, we're going to go with this setup, I think. Although I'm going to do that, just to make sure we can be in range to help.
No, you had to ask permission.
We're doing the two mummies there. What? Okay. That'd be horrible if it like lands in their hands. Alright, so I can choose who gets the ball. Give it to this ghoul. He looks happy about it. I put a giant target on his head. He's thrilled, I'm sure, right? We're open up here. It's all good. We don't actually need to knock him down. We just needed him off the mummy. Now this mummy can throw up 2 dice block on the big guy. Knock him down. Even better. We will not follow this one. And the skeleton. We need to decide where we're going to head with this so we can build an appropriate cage. Obviously I could go here, but there are big guys here, and I don't really want to... I mean, he can move pretty far, but I don't want to make that too simplistic for them. So how far can I get? I'm thinking we go this way over here, towards the left, because we actually have more guys over here. And that's beneficial for us. So we can actually make it up to here. So let's see about... I could blitz that, I don't really want to. We also need to make sure someone stays in the tackle zone with the big guy. Which the skeleton has been so kind to volunteer for. So our white can make it to here. Alright, so we want to... How far can I go here? No, I don't want to pass. Nope, stop that. Oh, he can actually run. Wow, he can go pretty far. None of these are fantastic for us, so we're going to go to here. Start moving up at least. No, I don't want to pass. I want this to go there. We're actually not going to move after we succeed here. We're not going to follow. We're just going to knock him away. Nice, we got a stun, even better. We're going to put this ghoul here. It's not in the best situation, but...
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a...
This is a little risky, guys, but we're going to do it. I kind of want to see him fall, honestly. Oh, he passed. We're going to try another go for it. It's very likely we fail this one. Yep, there we go. Oh, White King! We're not going to spin the reroll here. It's not a big deal. It's really not. Oh, well that is. Now I wish I'd spin it. It's stunned. No! Why? No, realistically, it's not a big deal. It's annoying, but it's not a big deal. We have our mummy over there, so he's going to be able to take care of it if he actually gets to the ball carrier. This mummy is kind of free. If he hadn't fallen, this would have been the final move and just would have tried to block him, but... I don't really know why I did that. Well, this... whatever, I guess. He succeeded in his bonehead roll to stand up, so there's that. Go for the blitz! And all he gets is pushes. Alright, so this guy's the only one who actually be in range of our ball carrier. We do have dodge, so we have an okay shot here.
Pride comes before
Uh-oh. Oh.
That's going to cost.
Oh.
The other team's turn.
That's no good for him at all. Woo, that sucks. So, now what we're going to do is see if we can... We have a path to victory here at all. I think if we can get one more touchdown, I think we're pretty secure. So... I mean, the best I can do here is that. It's going for it with the mummy again, which is just so horrifying. If I succeed there, though, I could potentially go out and around, which we're being realistic here. You can ignore this, because I wouldn't dodge that, but... That's as far as I would get. It's not... It's hardly a good reasoning for doing that. I think the better choice would be to try to blitz this just to get him off the ball carrier, and then we could reform our cage and just kind of have at it next time. So this would be our first go. We'll use a reroll here if needed.
Safety in number.
Nope, don't need it. So okay, we want to follow. Have our mummy continue to pave the way, literally. We will have the zombie take a step back here. He will protect that. So, yeah, he's not going to move this turn. But, honestly, we didn't really have a good setup to do much with him. And it's okay. The more he's protected, the better off we are, honestly. And getting rid of the white and this guy is... No, let's not throw it. Alright, so we're taking a chance to shove him away. And we get it both down. Not quite what I want. I should have moved him first. I'm going to feel a little bit sad about this because I should have moved this over first, but we're not going to spin the reroll. Oh.
Ouch. Must really hurt.
I'll take it. Another injury. Oh, I forgot about the ghoul back here. Oh, what am I doing? No! No! Oh, poor ghoul. I forgot about you. Yeah, it's very easy to forget things and miss things in the game. But kind of playing a player down. Okay. Poor skeleton. He's just getting beaten up now. Alright, so we actually have a chance to capitalize on something here, depending on what else happens here. Down goes the skeleton. Oh, poor skeleton. Is he stunned? No. Double block, so nothing happens because we both have block.
One of them should
See
hit
it.
hard.
Alright, so I have a couple choices. If I go for this block here, as long as I knock him down, I'd want to knock him over here. If I knock him down, I could potentially go, like, essentially in down the sideline here, and have the issue is these guys are going to catch him. Obviously, those dodge chances won't be there because he would have made it. Alternatively, they have really left this side open now, so it could behoove me to just pave this side over here.
Oh, big guy. Trample.
Right. Blitz? No, it's not a good blitz. That guy's block. We don't have block, and wasting a blitz on that would just be a poor choice. I don't actually want to get that ghoul up. We can only really get to here realistically. So let's just go to here. Let's see, they're just trying to reverse the fields here. We can move this school up here to protect us from the side. So the only real concern we have right now is this guy coming in.
They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
Which is a reasonable concern. We're also going to shove... Oh wait, can we get hit? Yeah, okay, we can get here. So this poor zombie gets to go play with the big guy. It's alright. He's already died once. What's it matter? And we will send the white. Just get him up, get him over here so he's at least in position. I should have actually stepped back, because if this guy knocks him back and moves up, my white will be in the tackle box, which is not what we wanted. We have a lineman. Let's go for the lineman. He doesn't have block.
Fist is approximately the same size as his
Take a push, I
entire
guess.
opponent.
And we will stay. Get him out of the way. And last block here. Probably wondering why I don't get the ghoul up, because I don't want the ghoul to get injured. So we're going to leave him alone. Or get the ghoul up another time. Sometimes it makes sense to leave your player on the ground. You know, obviously they can try to foul, like you saw me foul earlier, and you get lucky with that occasionally, like we got an injury on him. But oftentimes you can get sent off and things like that. I'll take that. Oh, lightning strikes twice. Oh my. That's most unfortunate for him. Oh. So we're going to run our ghoul up the side. What we need to do is try to get someone into these tackle boxes. No, let's not pass. Can we get up here? It's a one going for it, but I think we can do it. We can certainly get the white in this guy's tackle box.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
And what we're trying to do essentially here is we're going to just try to essentially just make it so they're going to have to get a dodge to get past. Just hoping for a little luck here. Alright. I say luck. I'm hoping that I don't get a 17% chance, but like I said before, you should always consider everything lucky if it works out for you in this game. What do I do here? I think I should get... Yeah, we're going to step into this tackle box here.
Close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close.
Alright, we're going to try this.
Breath and see the dead insects.
That's fine, actually. And we're going to follow.
The goal of intimidation is the key. Strength.
Let's see. Have to dodge. Oh. No, we don't want to dodge. Oh, gosh. Oh. Well. Tell you what then, let's just go to here. I guess we're going to get the ghoul up now. There's only one guy over here, plus it's essentially going to be a one dice block. It's not worth actually making this 2 dice block here. It's a 2 dice red dice. It's not worth it because I want to make sure that this guy is stuck and he has no chance to get away from me. Alright, last thing we got is this. It's not a guarantee, but... so many pushes this round. Not quite what we want, but it's obviously fine. We're still making progress. Our runner's a little bit open right now, but most of the people who have a chance to get to him are in a tackle box, so they're going to have to pass dodges. Like that. Let's see if we get lucky again. Yes! Oh, that is a touchdown. Oh. Yeah, that's why I say nothing in this game is a sure thing. I mean, 67% chance, it's like... it rolled a 2 or 1 twice. We have it going for it if we want to go for it, if we want to try to score here. We do have dice rerolls, so I think we'll go ahead and take it. Hopefully we get like not too screwed here. Alright, touchdown. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I think that's going to be a go zombie.
This looks like the end. They can't catch up such a big.
Alright, so yeah, we have 1 injury. They got 2. We will have a man advantage because the injuries will not come back.
They're down a player. Easy to replace.
So yeah, we gotta pick our setup first. I'm actually okay with this setup here. The zombie can dance with the big guy. I think that's this myself before. Alright, let's... Please don't... Just, all I'm asking is don't give it straight to me. Alright, that's not too bad, actually. It's up front, but it's on the ground at least, which means you have to pass a pickup roll. And it's close enough to me that I can possibly steal that and get another touchdown. Right.
Yes, they picked up the ball.
Yay! We picked up the ball. Good job. I guess I won't end up editing this first match too much. My future ones, if I do any more matches here, will be a little bit more edited. Mostly because I think I spent a lot of time trying to explain this game to people who haven't seen it before or aren't familiar with Blood Bowl. But in the future, you probably mostly just see like the highlights of the game, things that kind of are relevant.
There's always room in sport for a scrap like this.
This is a very long match. It's just by nature of the game, even with 2-minute time, turn timer. That means you're gonna essentially see, 32 minutes of my turn, and then not counting what the CPU does here. Alright. Well, so this is the safest block. Plus, if we can knock... Oh. Safest block! Alright. Not what I want. That's okay. We can now get the skeleton over here. And we can try blitz with the ghoul. See if we can get this off.
Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player
we're going to opt to push him here so that he stays in the tackle zone here, the skeleton as well. That's the logic with my placement. We'll just hit the zombie back up. Give the big guy another free target to try to take out. We'll punch this guy. Luckily we have block, they do not, so we can just use that. Knock him down. Gonna stand up. And this zombie is going to go... I don't know. Where do I want to put the zombie? Tell you what, why don't we make this block first, then decide. Oh well. 2 double skulls in 1 turn. That is a little unfortunate. Well. Like I said, it's an important thing to know before you go into a game like Blood Bowl is shit's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. I find their dice rolling to be possibly a little bit suspect because it seems to happen more often than it should. But you never know. I mean, it's not that bad. But yeah, it's certainly a dice game, and yeah. Shit's just gonna happen.
Nothing better than hitting someone smaller.
Like that right there is probably what should have happened, but yeah. Stunned! No, not stunned. We win. I mean, he's got 3 turns to score twice, and while that's possible potentially for the Skaven team, you should not have re-rolled that block. That was a horrible choice. Both of our players had block, and he re-rolled a block result. You got a skull. Yeah, you always want to be smart with what you re-roll, but yeah. Ugh, not really happy about this, but I guess we're stand up first. I think let's be smart here. Stand up, mummy. I think you can get 2 dice here, but it's against someone's block. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, let's just try this. I don't really care, honestly, at this page. We pretty much won. It's just a matter of trying to basically do whatever we want now. So we have block and someone without block, so we can do that. If you have block and your opponent does not have block, that is almost always going to be your safe tackle. Because the only way to lose turn if you have block is if the opponent has, or if you roll double skull, sorry. That's the only way to actually fail. I guess remove the ghoul up here. I don't really think he needs the extra assistance.
He'll get an assist now.
Oh, they're both, never mind. I thought maybe one of them was a lineman. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can try to get a 2 dice block on a lineman, but I can't.
The big one managed to lay out an opponent of half his strength.
I'm gonna follow. Mostly because I don't want to be in the tackle box with the big guy. And what do I want to do here? Let's go and use our blitz, see if we can at least put the ball carrier in our tackle zone. We'll shove him over here to get on the way of the big guy a little bit. Step up, and now we have the tackle guy, we have the tackle zone. We can also now do that with our ghoul. Hopefully he doesn't pay the price for that.
They'll need to get rid of the ball. Now there's pressure.
And our last thing here. Try this. Nice. Very nice. Follow, because... Oh wow, 3 injuries. Man. That's so good. Adds 1 to any subsequent injury roll. Sucks. Yeah, and as you can see, your guys can definitely get permanently injured like that. Anything else to do in turn. But yeah, like I said before, it is a very important thing to know when you're going into Blood Bowl. If you're interested in playing this game, you got to be willing to just laugh at things because it's gonna happen. And to have fun with the game, you really do need to be able to enjoy it. And he's fine. Nope, not fine. Just stunned. No injuries. We're all good. Uh-oh. Skeletons! No, the only thing I don't care about. I don't care about the zombies either. They're all garbage. Oh, come on! Where's my single skull? Come on, give me a skull. Ah! This has been a really bad game for the mummies. Like, really bad game for the mummies. Yeah, if you are going to make a block on a big guy with 2 red dice, always use someone's block as well. Because the only way it's a negative is the skull. Again. Because big guys don't have push. Or don't have block. Alright, so the opponent will get 1 more turn after this. As you can see, we're getting extra strength if we go for this guy. So we'll go for him. Success. Follow. I don't really know why. I probably should have not followed that one. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Get stunned. We got 0 chance for that, probably. We got a 1 dice block on their big guy. I don't really see a way to improve that. Now we're not going to be able to. I think it's double red dice. At best, we can improve it to a single dice. So we'll just do this. That's interesting. very interesting because we actually have the potential to take out the ball carrier now. Not that we need to, but it's always interesting when you have that chance. So we essentially were able to set up by pushing him out.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you.
That's not quite what we wanted. And the only way you can actually push them into someone is if there's no empty spaces. So you can see right here, there's an empty space. That's my only choice for where that guy goes. We're not going to follow because we don't want to next to the big guy. We will continue our movement though. With blitzing, you can move after you've done your attack as well. It's more useful if you have a ball, or if you have the ball, or if you knock the guy out with the ball and then you can pick it up and keep running.
Likes to be well assisted.
So I got push. Not the worst thing there. Alright, tackled.
Well done.
And are we okay? We're okay. Where's the mummy? And what's up? We're fine. Oh. Alright, well, we'll choose push here. Oh, why are you following that up? Like, the game's over. That doesn't make sense to follow that one out. You don't need to keep doing 5 blocks anymore. Stop it. Oh! Look at that. Look at that initiative from those guys in there. Wow. Didn't get it the second time. And that's game. But yeah, guys, that's Blood Bowl, more or less. We can... That was an epic dance from the mummy there. So you can see the final tallies. We had 12 armor breaks, they had 8, so we got a little bit luckier with that than they did. Although we do have 2 guys with Mighty Blow, which improves your chances there. Whereas they only had 1. 2 touchdowns, no deaths. Though we did cause injuries a little bit more often than they did. They caused 1, we caused 2. We caused 1 KO. Honestly, it's about the same. I'd say we were probably about equally lucky with the injuries. So obviously, I just kind of did a friendly game, so no SPP was awarded. But if you play like leagues and whatnot, if you score a touchdown, if you cause an injury, all that stuff will give your players star player points. Touchdowns worth 3, causing an injury is worth 2. If you complete a pass, it's worth 1. Every time they achieve, well, level 1 needs 6. So if you obtain 6 star player points, you can access another skill. Otherwise, they just kind of the way they are with their basic skills. Generally, the people who are going to get the most skill ups are going to be your mummies, probably, followed by the ghouls because they're going to score touchdowns, and then last I think will be White Kings, just because we're not White Kings, just Whites. I'm sorry, used to Total War.
She took everything in the divorce.
But yeah, guys, that is the Undead, and if you want to see some more of them, by all means, let me know in the comments below. And like I said, the future ones will probably be edited a little bit more heavily, just to make sure the game isn't too slow-paced, and 40-minute games. But until next time, guys, if you enjoy this, of course, please do like and/or subscribe. It means a lot to us. And until next time, guys, take care.